and Music, number 1745, right here in Ithaca, New York. Happy Wednesday to you. We're cruising on through this week. It's good to see you. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Richard Weed. Good morning, Mara. Or good afternoon to you if you're tuning in from Austria. Good morning to you, Kathy. Good morning, everybody. It's awesome. We'll be driving during the coffee and music, so your boots of the day are the Heritage Wingtip Whiskey and Black. New to you? Damn, that's awesome. That is nice, right, Nate? Cheers, guys. How's it going? Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me here on Coffee and Music. 1745. Let's get it kicked off with this old American folk tune called Jesse James, the Ballad of Jesse James. Now Jesse was a lad who killed many a man. He robbed the Glendale train. He stole from the rich and he gave to the poor. He'd a hand and a heart and a brain. Now Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life, 3 children and they were brave. But that dirty little coward who shot down Mr. Howard has laid poor Jesse in his grave. Now it was Robert Ford, that dirty little coward. I wonder how he does feel. For he ate of Jesse's bread and he slept in Jesse's bed. Then he laid poor Jesse in his grave. Yes, Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life, 3 children and they were brave. But that dirty little coward who shot down Mr. Howard has laid poor Jesse in his grave. Now the people held their breath when they heard of Jesse's death, and they wondered how he ever come to fall. Robert Ford, it was a fact, shot Jesse in the back as Jesse hung a picture on the wall. Yeah, Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life, 3 children and they were brave. But that dirty little coward who shot down Mr. Howard has laid poor Jesse in his grave. Now this song was made by Billy Gashade just as soon as the news did arrive. And he said there was no man with the law in his hand who could take Jesse James away alive. Yes, Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life, 3 children and they were brave. But that dirty little coward who shot down Mr. Howard has laid poor Jesse in his grave. There's a classic American folk song for you. Jesse James getting us kicked off here on this Wednesday. How's it going? It's great to see you. Welcome to Coffee and Music number 1745. Glad to have you here. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon to you, Neil. Good afternoon. Good morning, Carlos. How's it going, Kevin Strum? Good morning from the Longhorn Lounge. How's it going, Paulo? Good morning, Black Tenju. Good morning from Athens. Oh, Athens, Greece? Athens. Good afternoon to you then. Let's talk boots of the day. Let's talk boots of the day. Okay, we're set. We're successfully connected, it said. Looked like we were disconnected for a second there, but we're back. I'm going with some Boulay 1505 boots here. Pieced ostrich. So you got the smooth ostrich, the belly part of the ostrich here on pretty much all around the foot, everywhere on the counter as well, except for that toe. We got a full quill wingtip on these, as you can see. So celebrating some wingtip Wednesday with these Boulay pieced ostrich 1505 boots. And let's see, Richard is going with some heritage wingtip whiskey and black boots for Wingtip Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about. Kevin Strum rocking some Hondo 8924 full quill ostrich in cognac. Nice. That's a classic Hondo. Kathy rocking some old gringos here on this Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about. Joe, boots of the day are Twisted X Ostrich from their Reserve collection in the chestnut color. That's what I'm talking about. Stepping strong. That's right, Carlos. No cream, no sugar, no mercy. Getting it done. How's it going? Good morning to you. Jason, up there in Toronto. Not too far away from me. Good morning to you. Nate rocking some vintage Tony Lama bullhide. Getting through the week here. Midweek, stepping strong. Starting to smell a lot like Christmas in here in the kitchen. Yeehaw Cowboy Natural Cayman boots. You're making Christmas puddings and cakes. Whoa. So they get to long soak in the alcohol before the big day. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds fun, Neil. That sounds fun. Good morning, Sebastian. How's it going? We're talking boots of the day. Hey, Luke, how's it going? Good morning to you. Cheers. Cheers. Great to see you guys. If you're just joining, be sure to put your boots of the day in the live chat. I got my Boulay 1505 pieced ostrich. Got a little bit of a full quill wingtip on there. And that's how I'm going to be celebrating full quill wingtip Wednesday. Full quill wingtip Wednesday. How's it going, Mara? It's great to see you. Thank you for joining here on this Coffee and Music, number 1745. It's going to be a shorter one today because I got a meeting here this morning. So I got one more song, I think, for you. Let's see, what do I got? What do I got, though? How's it going, Javier? Good to see you. How about some Nightcrawler Rehearsal? Let's do that. Nightcrawler Rehearsal off my album, Life is for Taking Chances. This is a song about a gang of thieves who kind of did their work just before the pandemic or during the pandemic. Yo, Kevin, thank you. Oh, you want In the Pines? We could do that. Kevin, thank you so much for that super chat tip. We can do In the Pines too. That we'll do it after this one. We'll hit it quick. So let's do it. We're gonna make any used cowboy boot videos? Yeah, I got one coming up. The boots are in the mail right now. Get ready for it. Luke's got the Dan Post Milwaukee's today. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Black Tenju, those Tony Lama ostrich wingtips must be epic boots. I love the pieced ostrich look. All right, here's some Nightcrawler Rehearsal, and then we'll get to In the Pines. Thank you so much for joining me here on Coffee and Music number 1745, and thank you, Kevin, for that super chat tip. I really appreciate it. Well, it looks just like practice as they're crawling across the floor. Slipped in through the skylights just to pocket marble rows. They move so graceful in the night, but leave thousands in the drawer. It's done for the deed and not the dollar. Watch them protect their silhouettes, staying quiet and staying low. Just watch how they move and you can tell they've watched you before, as you watch them on the tape and wonder what they came in for. Looks like it's rehearsal for the Nightcrawlers. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. The corner stores are not the cursed on fools. Their plans are universal, gone through and stealing power. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. No need to lock up the purse and jewels, aiming higher with a search for truth on night crawlers. They only hit a town once, and they're all a different stage. Up here in New England, there are plenty of places to play. You can't even hear the tool bag clink as they make their escape, looking like they hardly caused a bother. They say it takes 10,000 hours to be an expert at your trade, but you have to work smart and you have to work late. So it's tougher not to wonder what they take when they finally get paid. But it's still rehearsal for the night crawlers. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. The corner stores are not the cursed on fools. Their plans are universal gone through and stealing power. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. No need to lock up the purse and jewels, aiming higher with a search for truth on night crawlers. Hey, oh. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. The corner stores are not the cursed on fools. Their plans are universal gone through and stealing power. Nightcrawler rehearsal is on you. No need to lock up the purse and jewels, aiming higher with a search for truth on night crawlers. Little Nightcrawler rehearsal there. Let's do it. Carlos, thank you so much for that super chat tip. I really appreciate that. Whoo! All right, let's get to it here with some In the Pines. And then, we got our day to tackle here, don't we? For those of us in the, in North America, some of those of you in Europe, on the other side of the pond, your day is almost coming to a close. Love it. Yo! Luke, thank you so much for that super chat tip. You like the swearing at the roots video? That was fun. That was fun. Almost done with that project too. I've been recording the entire process of building the fence, so I dug the post holes with the Hondo 3416, so that video will be coming, and I'm building the fence right now with the Red Wing Pecos. So only a little bit more to do. I just got to do the lattice on one side and then the gate where I was taking all those roots and plants out. So that project's almost done. We're getting there, a little bit at a time. Oh no, we got to do it right now, Carlos. We got to do it. I got time. Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, Kevin, for the super chat tips. Your generosity means a lot to me. It's awesome. Thank you. Aldo, I visited Leon, Mexico, boot factories. I visited the Los Altos boot factory. Got the videos up on YouTube way back in 2019. I visited and put those videos up. I would love to come back, though, and visit another factory. That would be great. All right. Having a little connection issue here. I want to make sure that everything comes through okay. Jamie, rocking some Ariat Benchmade Caymans. Any Puruka or Seabass boots that I recommend. Love the Dan Post ones, but hate that they only offer it in a broad square toe. I like mine from Blackjack, but that is a completely different price point. I'm not sure if there are very many others that are doing the narrow square toe. I think Ruho does narrow square toe, but their prices just went up too. They're probably not Blackjack prices though. How's it going? How's it going, Matt? The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engines passed at 6 o'clock and the cabs passed by at 9. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows. I asked my captain for the time of the day. He said he throwed his watch away. A long steel rail and a short cross tie. I'm on my way back home. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows. Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You've caused me to weep, you've caused me to roam, you've caused me to leave my home. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows. In the pines. Thank you so much, Carlos, for the super chat tip and the request. Appreciate you. Good morning. How's it going, Matt? Good to see you. Wendy, good morning to you. Good morning. Looked at those blackjacks and saw the prices and slowly backed away. It's worth it though. Like blackjack, it doesn't really get better than blackjack for a factory-made boot. It's crazy how awesome they are. Kevin knows blackjacks are one of the best and worth the money. Matt recently bought a pair of Boulay boots. Almost nowhere for 40 euros. That's what I'm talking about. Absolute steal, but they are between a half size and a full size too small. Is there anything you could do about it? So my Boulays are, these are my Boulays of the day. 1505s. So they don't actually make my size. So I have to do a 10.5E, which pretty much equals an 11D for everybody else, and my size is a 12B, so I'm a narrow. So mine are also pretty small for me. And what I do is I just wear them and wait till they stretch out. I don't know if you're having a problem where it's kind of like pinching your toes up here. Something that you could do if you wanted to stretch them out a little bit faster is get a little bit of water and rubbing alcohol, mix it 50-50, put a little bit on the inside, right where you're feeling that pressure, right where you're feeling a little bit of pinch. Put some right in there, and then wear them. And then that rubbing alcohol is going to help the leather stretch out a lot faster than what it would otherwise. They use it in the factory, and they use it to help stretch leathers and stuff. Anyways, so you could literally just put it in there. I've done that before, taken a little rag, kind of swish it around in some water, alcohol mix, rub it on the inside, and then let it stretch. So that's something that you could do to help. But a small boot is a small boot at the end of the day. There's only so much that you can do, you know. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Thomas Barrett in here. Siller Boot and Shoe. They will never get longer, but they can be stretched for the width. That's another thing that you can do. Thank you for saying that, Thomas. You can take them to a cobbler, and they can stretch them. They'll put a thing inside, and they'll tighten it up, and it'll make that stretch. Which is not too costly. It's actually pretty reasonable to do that. So you probably have to leave the boots with the cobbler for a couple days, because they just sort of push it down, they let it stretch, and then they come back to it the next day, kind of cinch it down again, kind of widen it out, and then you can also do it that way. So that's a good way to do it if you didn't want to do it yourself, which I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to do it. But yeah. Thomas is right on. Boots, a small boot is a small boot. They'll never get longer, but they can get a little bit wider depending on your needs. All right, guys, it's time to get at it here on this beautiful Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me for Coffee Music number 1745. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on Instagram for 1746, and then on Friday, I will be on in the Boots and Ballads Bunkhouse, that membership program that I just launched. It's pretty much like Patreon, except it's only on my website. And that way, they can't kick me off if they feel like it. LinkedIn kicked me off. TikTok kicked me off. So I'm done with getting kicked off these platforms, and I'm finally taking control of my own stuff. So if you want to support me and get some extra content, including an extra coffee music on Fridays, come on over to jeremiahcraig.com/membership and join the party, the Boots and Ballads Bunkhouse. Love you guys so much. Appreciate you. Let's kick ass, take names, have a little fun while we're at it, and I will see you tomorrow on Instagram. Cheers.